Let me tell you folks, there's nothing quite like the feeling of a giant weight on your shoulders. It's like carrying a boulder that just won't budge no matter how hard you try to shake it off. Every step feels heavier, every breath a little bit harder. It's a constant reminder that you're not free, that something is holding you back. No, I'm not talking about a gym workout gone wrong. This isn't about physical strength or endurance, I'm talking about debt. $50,000 of debt to be exact. It's the kind of debt that keeps you up at night, that makes you question every financial decision you've ever made. It's the kind of debt that feels like it's never going to go away. It was like this dark cloud following me everywhere. No matter where I went or what I did, it was always there, looming over me, casting a shadow on every aspect of my life. Credit card bills, student loans, you name it, it was there, mocking me with every unopened envelope. Each piece of mail felt like a new weight added to the pile, a new reminder of the financial hole I was in. I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck, tired of the constant worry about whether I'd have enough to cover the next bill, the next emergency, the next unexpected expense. Tired of the stress keeping me up at night, the sleepless nights spent tossing and turning, my mind racing with thoughts of how to make ends meet, how to climb out of this financial pit. I knew I deserved better. I deserved financial freedom. I deserved to live a life where I wasn't constantly worried about money, where I could focus on my dreams and aspirations without this heavy burden weighing me down. That's when I decided to get serious. I made a plan, set clear goals, and committed to taking control of my financial future. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I was determined to make it happen. I set a goal: crush this debt in 1 year. It was a bold goal, but I knew that with discipline, hard work, and a clear strategy, it was achievable. Was it ambitious? You bet. Was it scary? Absolutely. But I knew that the only way to achieve something great was to push myself beyond my comfort zone, to face my fears head on. Was it possible? I was about to find out. This was the beginning of a journey towards financial freedom, towards a life where I was no longer held back by debt, and I was ready to take the first step. The first thing I did was get organized. I know, not the most exciting part, but trust me, it's crucial. I listed out every single debt I had, from smallest to largest. This, my friends, was the foundation of my debt-crushing plan, the debt snowball method. Now, some folks prefer the avalanche method, tackling the highest interest rate first. But me, I like to see those small victories early on. It's all about that momentum, folks. So, snowball it was. I knew that every debt I paid off, no matter how small, would be a win. And those wins would fuel my fire to keep going. Time to get real, folks. There was no way I was going to conquer this debt mountain without some serious sacrifices. My budget, it needed a complete overhaul. Remember those daily lattes? Gone. Eating out every other night? Over. Impromptu shopping sprees? Not a chance. I embraced the art of frugality like my life depended on it. I started cooking at home, packing my lunch, and finding free entertainment. Let me tell you, there's a certain satisfaction that comes with making your own coffee and finding creative ways to have fun without spending a dime. It's all about perspective, folks. Cutting expenses was only half the battle. To really supercharge my debt payoff, I needed to increase my income. So I embraced the side hustle life. I took on freelance writing gigs, walked dogs on the weekends, and even sold some of my old stuff online. It wasn't always glamorous, folks. There were late nights and early mornings, but every extra dollar I earned went straight towards my debt. It was amazing to see how even small amounts over time added up to big results. This one was tough, folks, real tough. Making the decision to change your financial habits isn't easy. It requires a lot of soul-searching and a willingness to make sacrifices. You have to look at your life and ask yourself, what can I live without? It's not just about cutting back on lattes or skipping a night out. It's about making real, impactful changes that can alter your financial future. Remember that debt snowball I talked about? The idea is to pay off your smallest debts first, gaining momentum as you go. But sometimes, even that isn't enough. You have to dig deeper and find other ways to free up cash. Well, there comes a point when you need to make some serious moves to keep it rolling. You might have to sell some of your prized possessions or make lifestyle changes that you never thought you'd consider. For me, that meant saying goodbye to my car. It wasn't an easy decision. My car was more than just a vehicle. It was a symbol of my independence and freedom. I know it's like a part of you. You have memories attached to it, road trips, late-night drives, and the convenience of having your own set of wheels. But the truth is, it was costing me a fortune in car payments, insurance, and gas. So I sold it. It was a tough pill to swallow, but I knew it was the right move for my financial health. And you know what? It was liberating. I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. No more monthly payments, no more worrying about gas prices, and no more expensive insurance premiums. I started biking to work, taking public transportation, and even walking whenever I could. It was a big adjustment, but I quickly adapted. And walking whenever I could. I discovered new routes, enjoyed the fresh air, and even found some hidden gems in my city that I never noticed before. Not only did it save me money, but it also gave me a new perspective on life. I realized that I didn't need a car to be happy or successful. I was saving money and reducing my carbon footprint at the same time. But it also forced me to get in shape. Talk about a win-win. I started feeling healthier, more energetic, and more in control of my life. Sometimes the toughest choices lead to the most rewarding outcomes. Let's be real, folks. Paying off debt is a marathon, not a sprint. There were days when I wanted to give up, to just throw in the towel and say, forget it. But I knew I couldn't do it alone. I needed support. So I found myself a group of cheerleaders. I talked to friends and family who were also on a journey to financial freedom. We shared our struggles, our victories, and our tips. Having that support system made all the difference. It kept me accountable and motivated even when things got tough. After 12 months of intense budgeting, side hustling, and sacrifice, the impossible happened. I paid off my $50,000 debt. Folks, I can't even begin to describe the feeling of relief, of freedom, of pure joy. It was like a dream come true, a moment I had been waiting for so long. It was like a weight had been lifted and I could finally breathe again. Imagine the feeling of waking up every morning without the burden of debt hanging over your head. And you know what the best part is? The journey taught me so much about myself, my resilience, and my ability to overcome challenges. If I can do it, you can too. It won't be easy. It will take hard work, dedication, and maybe even a few tears along the way. There will be moments when you feel like giving up, but remember why you started. But I promise you it's worth it. Every small victory will bring you closer to your goal. The feeling of financial freedom is unlike anything else. It's a sense of peace and accomplishment that you carry with you every day. So, take it from me, your friend Dave. Get started today, and let's crush that debt together. Remember, every step you take is a step towards a brighter, debt-free future.